Rebecca from Built by Beck, and today I'm going to show you how I built this gigantic 10-foot media console. Thanks for watching.
I used just 4 sheets of plywood for this entire build. For the outer portion, I used red oak because when I stained it, I wanted to have that accentuated grain. And for the center, I used birch plywood since it won't be visible and it's a little less expensive. To make it easy, I built this entire cabinet with pocket holes and wood glue. Don't let anyone tell you that pocket holes are bad. They are amazing, especially for cabinets. They make the process really smooth. Basically, the whole media console is made out of 3 different cabinets. There's the left cabinet and the right cabinet, which are doors, and the center cabinet, which is drawers. And I basically just attached everything together after the fact. To make it even more sturdy, I added a bottom brace on all 3 parts of the cabinet, just in case one of my daughters decides to sit in it. I don't want anything to fall. I wanted the whole top to be one continuous panel, so I bought 11-foot boards from my local lumber yard. Red oak is pretty inexpensive. I actually made this entire build for under $500, but the glue up for the top was difficult because it was so long. I used a lot of cauls, which are these long pieces of wood that are nice and square that I clamp on the top and the bottom to make everything flush, and that really, really helped. I added support to the top cabinet, and then I made the toe kick. I added an arch on the bottom. I love arches. I can't get enough, and I know some people are sick of them, but I absolutely love them. Then I just glued and clamped the face frame on. You can also nail if you want to. I just didn't want to have to fill any nail holes. Then I added a 1x3 red oak board to the bottom and glued up the rest of the face frame. Again, for the face frame, I made it in 3 separate parts. To make the skinny shaker doors is really, really simple. I just cut a piece of plywood to size and then added some red oak around the plywood, and then I glued and nailed it on. To make sure my drawer slides worked properly, I had to add another board on the inside of the face frame so that it sit flush. Then I trimmed the top to size with my track saw and used my Craig Jig hinge jig to drill for the hinges. This jig is a game changer. It will make your life so much easier. If you'd like to see what hinges I use and all the materials, I've listed them in the description. This drawer method makes perfect drawers every single time. I cut the sides first, put them onto the drawer slides, and then I measure between the 2, and then I made a dado or a groove on the bottom of each panel. I pocket hole the front and the back, and when you're doing the pocket holes, you make sure the pocket holes are facing out and back. And then I just slide the bottom in, and sliding that bottom into those grooves makes it extremely sturdy, and you'll never have an issue putting those drawers in. To easily add the drawer front, I always use double-sided tape, and I use X-Fasten. They make great woodworking tape. Sanding is probably my least favorite part, but it's a must. It's a game changer. And then I got to the staining. I used real milk paint for this entire build. I basically thin the milk paint to a stain consistency. That way I'm able to build on to the color that I want. That's what's nice about milk paint. You can make it brown or you can make it a true black. So I decided to add multiple layers until I got the black finish that I was happy with. Then I added the real milk paint wood wax to really make that wood pop, and let me tell you, this is probably the easiest finish I have ever applied. I've never used wood wax, and all you do is wipe it on and wipe it off. Then I cut out the baseboards to make the whole media console look built in. I decided to add another coat of wax when the first one dried. I used a black sock because if you're doing any darker colors, just in case there's any lint or anything that gets in there, a dark rag will work better. And then I attached the top to the base. I made sure to drill my holes a little bit larger than my screw, and then I added a washer. Then I added the handles, and this jig is absolutely amazing for putting knobs, handles. It makes it accurate and easy every time. Again, I've listed them in the captions if you want to take a look at that. And here it is. Thank you for watching. I hope you loved this video. If you did, please like and subscribe. I will be having a lot more furniture builds to show you.